Hello, everybody. We are so excited to have you join us today for this talk because that probably means that you're interested in working with us. My name is Stefan, and in today's webinar, we're going to be talking about becoming an iStaging affiliate partner. It'll include a short introduction to the solutions that you may use and might be selling, the reasons why you should become a partner, and of course, the benefits. It'll take about 15 minutes, and then we'll have some time for questions. You can put all your questions in the chat on the right side of your screen. I see that some of you already found that. And my colleague Andrea will also be helping out with that and sending out some helpful information throughout the webinar, so keep an eye out for that. If you don't get an instant response to your questions, don't worry about it. We'll try to cover all of them by the end of the talk. Okay. So one of the consequences or results of the ongoing global health crisis is an increased interest in all of our solutions. And the reason for that is that all of our solutions actually empower people to visualize spaces and products better and, most importantly, remotely. So I want to spend the next couple of minutes actually introducing our main solutions to you. But I'm not going to go into too much detail because you might already be familiar with some of it and maybe even all of them. And there's lots of material available, tutorials and webinars and videos. And if you actually become a partner, we'll make even more material to you available as well. So I think most of you, and we're probably most famous for our virtual tour platform. And this is a platform that enables you to capture, create, and ultimately share virtual tours. And we would call them live tours. So you can use our VR Maker app, the smartphone app, to capture 360 panoramas, either with your smartphone camera or a different 360 camera. And you can then build your virtual tour on our VR editor, our online VR editor, and ultimately share it. And this is the solution that all of our partners actually focus on. So the solutions that I'm going to talk to you about after this in a couple of minutes are basically all built on top of this virtual tour platform. So let's look at the pricing for this, for our virtual tour platform, because that has changed not too long ago. We went from a subscription-based standard plan model to a pay-by-usage plan. So what that actually means is that we're much more flexible at this point. You can get started for just $5 a month. That enables you to create or have 3 active live tours, and then add live tours or virtual tours as you go. And we'll charge per live tour after the first 3. So what does that mean? To give you an example, we'll look at the highest number of active live tours that you've had through a period of 1 month. So let's say that at some point you had 4, and the highest number that you had at one point during the month is 8. Then you'll get, from those 8, you'll get 3 from your additional $5 membership fee, monthly fee, and we'll charge you for the other 5. And that's how we look at it for every month. Now, besides our pay-by-usage plan, we've also got 2 or multiple annual plans. Really, as you can see, we got an annual 10 and annual 25 for you guys, or for your potential clients that need a higher storage. And if you even need more storage than 25, you can basically contact our team and we can provide you a quotation for that as well. So lots of possibilities here. Now that brings me to the second solution, which is touring. Touring basically enables you or anyone to call the owner of a virtual tour, owner of the live tour, through the virtual tour with the click of a button, and request or ask for a virtual walkthrough, a live virtual walkthrough. So you'd be looking at the exact same virtual tour at the same time. You can talk to each other, and you can guide someone through the space without being in the same location. That space could obviously be a retail store or a property or a showroom, any space. Now, you can use this solution by purchasing minutes. And we'll have you'll have 500 free touring minutes in your annual 10 or annual 25 plan. And if you need touring for your pay by usage plan, you can contact us again and we'll make that happen for you. Okay, then number 3 would be floor plans, which is something relatively new. The floor plans, we now enable people to purchase a floor plan based on a live tour or a virtual tour that they've created. And they can do that. Obviously, they have to follow some guidelines so that we can give you the most accurate representation of the space. Those guidelines are available on the website as well as in the portal if you purchase a floor plan. And the end result is the 2 images that you see on the right of your screen at the moment. So you see the 2D floor plan in the middle, so from the top, and the second JPEG that you receive is a perspective view from the side. These are, so if you purchase one floor plan, you get these 2 images for $15 US. And we can do that for any virtual tour. Now, an important note, something important that I want to mention is that floor plans are only for illustrative purposes. So measurements are not provided in this case. Now that we're talking about floor plans, let's move on immediately to 3D rendering. We can actually build a virtual tour basically a 3D rendered virtual tour of a space that doesn't yet exist. So for example, a building that is not yet built at all, or maybe is under construction, and we can build a 3D rendered space, walk through based on a floor plan or a CAD drawing, for example. Now, we are currently working out some details here, so we will talk to you about possibilities for this and requirements, as well as pricing as soon as possible. But we just wanted to let you know that this is also a solution that we can provide for your clients if you actually become a partner. All right. Then, now that you have a broad overview of the solutions that you potentially could be selling and using, let's look at the reasons why and then go into the benefits. So most of you know that the main industry that we're currently active in is the real estate industry, and most of our users are active in that industry. So we're talking about real estate agents, realtors, property managers, real estate photographers, franchises. But we also have many users in industries such as retail, tourism, or automotive. Imagine the inside of a car or the inside of a walkthrough of an automotive showroom, for example. And you guys are most likely already doing business in these industries, or you have very strong connections in these industries, and that makes it interesting to partner together, because you have close connections there, and you can makes it easier to sell. So this is and that's ultimately what we want. There are basically 2 possibilities here. You can either decide to sell the solution separately, or you can bundle it with what you've already got. So what you're already offering. So we're talking existing services or maybe products. Bundle it together to add more value to what it is that you're offering, and at the same time make a little bit more money. And that's what a lot of our partners are currently doing, and it's working out very, very well. Now, let's go to the part that you guys are probably most eager to hear about. Which is the benefits. Let's start with commission. Every partner affiliate partner starts out with a 10% commission on anything that you sell. So any of the products, solutions that I've talked to you about today, except for hardware. So any hardware that is sold, so we're talking rotators, lenses, 360 cameras, there's no commission on that, but the virtual tour subscription, touring, floor plans, 3D rendering in the near future, that's where you receive the commission on. Now, you can imagine that you're probably, you figured out that you're probably not going to get rich fast from selling pay-by-usage plans for 10%. But the reason that we've actually introduced that plan is to let everyone try, right? So that there's no, to decrease the entry barrier as much as we possibly can, so that anyone is able to try and see, hey, you know, is this something that fits or what I'm looking for? And ultimately then, you know, they can move to, for example, annual plan, and that's what our partners then now focus on. That's what we recommend you focus on, selling the annual plans. That's where you can make the real money. But selling the pay-by-usage plan to start with builds your confidence and gets you quite a few customers in the beginning. That's also very important, so that you can ultimately then upsell to a higher plan. To increase your commission percentage, which is, as you can see on the screen, the different tiers. If you get $5,000 in revenue, you go up to 12%. Up to 10,000 gets you 13%, and anything over $15,000 gets you 15% commission. Okay, now besides the financial benefit, there are a couple of other benefits that we provide when you become a partner. And the first thing is a landing page. Now, the question here is, how do your potential clients sign up? Where do they go? What's the standard operating procedure there? And I want to show you what we mean by a landing page that you'll receive. So I'm going to share my screen. So give me a minute. It shouldn't take that long. And the landing page is basically a branded page for you guys personally. I think we should almost be there. Yeah, I think you should see my screen now. All right, very good. Let me just go to the landing page here. So it's basically a branded page where your clients can go to and sign up so that we can make sure that we know those customers actually come through you. So this is an example. Now, obviously you see iStaging here, but that here, the second one would be your logo, your brand. In the URL, you will also see your name. And then when you go down the page, you'll have information regarding the solution, just general information introducing this. You got live tours and videos standard on the page. And then you get to the pricing and basically the sign up button, the get started button here. And this is interesting because you can either go with our standard packages, which are the pay by usage annual 10 or annual 25, or you can decide to have your own pricing packages if you want to do it differently, because you know different markets, different territories might require a bit of a different package. You can decide on that as well. Pricing has to be confirmed by us, obviously, but you can decide on that. And then ultimately, people sign up here at the bottom. Now, what is very important, this is really crucial what I'm about to say. Your clients have to go through this specific page to sign up, because otherwise we cannot track. We will not be able to see that these particular clients come from you and as a partner, and then we cannot pay out the commissions, which would be very, very unfortunate. So one of the things that we made sure to push people to go to your local page is actually a 5% discount. So anyone that goes to your branded landing page will automatically receive a 5% discount over whatever plan you decide to put up there. If you're not sure about what plan to put up, just go with we would just recommend the standard pricing plans that you see here on the screen. They've worked very well for us up till now. So that's always a good possibility. But please make sure that if you're face-to-face, that you tell them that. And if you're doing some online marketing, make sure that you tell them that there's a 5% discount and that they have to go through your page. And obviously, with a financial benefit, they'll most likely, they 100% benefit from doing so. Then when you go down, there are a couple more live tour examples. Then there's testimonials. You'll start with these testimonials, but once you've generated some clients locally and you get your own testimonials, we can replace those with your own, and that can help you with your next sale. And at the bottom, you have contact information. You can put up your own, your business email address and a phone number, or either one of them, so that people can contact you directly for any questions. Now, let's assume that you have your own website and you don't really want to use this page, or you prefer to use your own. We've thought about that also. Then you receive just this URL, which is then your specific pricing plans. and you can then embed this page into your own website. And then obviously you have much more flexibility in terms of what you want to put around it in terms of text and visuals, but it's also a little bit more work. So this is totally up to you. Now the sign-up process stays exactly the same. It will still go through iStaging to make sure that the accounts get created and that your clients get all the appropriate information to get started immediately. So that's the landing page. Let me just go back to the room, to the here, and go back to the presentation. All right. Besides the landing page, we will also provide you with a tracking sheet and a tracking dashboard, basically, that shows you all of your clients that signed up, and you can see who they are and what plan they're basically on. And based on this sheet, we will pay out your commissions once a quarter. Okay, so this is automatically gets updated. There's no manual work here. This is and then you can follow what is happening and check out your results and commissions. Besides the tracking dashboard, we've also got some additional support, which are webinars such as this one, tutorials, marketing material, and pre-release feature updates. So, for example, if there's an important announcement or a new feature, then if you become a partner, we will update you about that a couple days or maybe a week in advance, so that you know this important stuff beforehand. Okay, then now the question is, how do we sign up as a partner? What do we do? I will ask Andrea now or in a minute, to put up a banner there. You see it with a link to the sign up sheet to become a partner. It will take you a couple minutes to fill out, so you can either decide to save the link now, but don't worry, we'll also send out an email with the presentation and a link to the sign up page, so you can do that in a couple days or later on when it better suits you. But before you sign up, there are a couple of things before you join us. There are a couple of things that you have to keep in mind. All right. Number one is get started with your own account. I honestly hope that you've already done that you've already created your own account. Maybe a pay by usage for $5 or even an annual plan, and you've played around with the software, you know what's possible. You're going to need this. If you partner with us, you're going to need an account, to test new features and just demo to potential clients as well, show what's possible, maybe create some sample live tours. And that's the only thing that we ask. If you become a partner, you don't receive a free demo account. So the only thing there is that we ask you to get, or it's just helpful if you get your own, right? And all of the stuff that I showed you before, by the way, so the tracking sheet and the landing page, or the pricing URL, all of that is 100% for free. Signing up is also for free. There's no commitment there. So the only thing that we would highly recommend is getting your own iStaging account. Second thing is, when you go to that link and you sign up then you'll see an agreement, affiliate agreement, that you should read and obviously accept. That's the second thing. Make sure that you read that you know what's in there. It's fairly straightforward, but it's still important that you know what you accept. Number three is pricing plan. Just like I said, decide on that pricing plan before you actually sign up. So once we've created that page, we cannot really change that pricing plan anymore. So you have to clearly think about that before the page is created. If you're just not entirely sure what kind of customized plan you want, then just pick the standard plans. They work very well too. But you guys are the experts in your territory, so you know better what kind of plans you would want on that specific landing page. And number three is that within 3 days, you'll receive information, your landing page, your tracking sheet, and marketing material, lots of material that is available to you, everything to get you started. Now, this is sort of everything that we wanted to tell you, that we wanted to say. I see that I've gone a little bit over time, but that should be all right. Maybe some of you guys have joined in a little later. I hope that you have an idea of what you can expect from us when you